Mo money, mo problems.
Yeah.
Let's find out.
Yeah, the downside of being a millionaire and having a lot of money. Well, there's psychological and emotional downsides. If you do some reading about this, you'll see that many people who have lots and they purchase lots of different things, they realize that they've become disappointed with material things. There's so many, none of them really wow them anymore. And that's a problem. Whereas you have little, if you get something, it's like, wow, that's a big deal. You really appreciate it. But after a while, it's like mundane. And then there's a lot of anxiety. When you have a lot of money, then you worry about losing that money. And so because of that, you're really focused on it. And we've seen people become very, very anxious and really have some severe mental problems just because they were so fearful of losing money. And another thing is that they can be treated differently. And when people treat you differently and you assume that it's because you have the money, that creates emotional problems too.
Well, that's right. So definitely psychological, emotional downsides to coming from nothing, having something, right? Mm-hmm. And then are there financial downsides? Well, there could be downsides to having more. Uncle Sam, they're going to come after a bigger cut. The more money you make, the more taxes you're going to end up paying. Top brackets at 39.6% right now. Most of those individuals miss out on a lot of the tax credits for college tuition, other itemized deductions, mortgage interest, Roth IRAs, which are really kind of like the holy grail of investing money, right? Tax-free money growth, tax-free money coming out of that. You're going to lose the ability to even make a contribution into an IRA. A big one that we saw recently was a target of lawsuits.
Yeah, and so recently in the news, maybe you've been following along, Gwyneth Paltrow was sued by a doctor on a ski trip. And I followed the story a little bit, and apparently she was skiing and he ran into the back of her. But then when he realized who she was, then he all of a sudden said, no, you ran into me and it caused all these issues in my health, and so I'm going to sue you for all this money because she had a lot more than him. And in the end, she was found not guilty. But again, you can be a target, not just that, but lots of other lawsuits. And then, Dan, we found that there are wealth taxes out there, that a lot of the wealthy, they pay more for Medicare costs and other types of things. And so you miss out on a lot of the great opportunities that are there. And so you kind of feel like life isn't fair to a certain degree. And again, not saying that it's a horrible thing to have more and that they're necessarily worse off, but there can be issues that go along with it. It's not all just roses.
Well, it isn't. And if you've got questions about the amount of taxes and things you'll pay on income or retirement, we've got a free download, 4 steps to saving taxes in retirement. Or you can meet us to get the tax analysis in person or on Zoom. We do a lot of Zooms today. You can give us a call here at 615-716-2061 or click the link in the description below. And so as you can see, mo money can cause mo problems. A lot of you out there may be thinking, oh, well, woe is them. But the reality is the more you have, the more difficult things can be. And it's nice to get some guidance and ways to try to help maximize every dollar you have. I can at least say this, if you're out there, no matter how much money you've had, if you've worked hard, you want to maximize all of that, whether it's a little or a lot. And we want to be a resource for you guys to be able to do that. Feel free to subscribe below, and again, click that link in the description.